Hi guys, and welcome back to the Bliss and Thrive podcast. It's your host, Karis Anderson here, helping motivate you, inspire you, and maybe you'll learn a little something for your health and fitness journey. Let's get cracking with today's episode. So today I thought it would be really fun to take my top 5 most frequently asked questions as a personal trainer and answer them for you. Maybe these are questions that you've been asking and you want to get the answer to, so hopefully this helps as many people as possible. And it's kind of fun to see if your question is the same as other people as well. Okay, so number 1, the first question that I always get asked as a personal trainer is, what time of day is it best to work out? And then people get really annoyed with me because I always say it depends, but stick with me. So technically in the morning, you have more testosterone in your body, which means that it's a better time of day for building muscle. In the afternoon, your body temperature goes up, so you might have a little boost of energy, kind of like late afternoon, 3 or 4. In the evening, sometimes that can be a good time to train as well, but you are gonna go to bed and gonna start to wind down. So there's lots of different points to different times in the day. When it comes to bodybuilding, or you're really gonna focus on building a lot of muscle and that extra percentage of fat and extra little bit of muscle is gonna make a difference to you stepping on stage, you might wanna look more deeply into what time of day you train. But for us normal women and the women that I work with who are most likely looking to lose a bit of weight, tone up, which is gain a little bit of muscle, and start to improve their fitness, we need to find the best time of day that works for you. So, for example, have a little look at your day. When do you feel most energized? When do you normally feel like, oh, I've got that surge of energy? That would be a great time to work out. If you wake up in the morning and it's still dark, your body has not had the lovely light coming into the eyes to let you know that it's daytime and giving you that boost of energy to start the day yet. So it might be a little bit harder for you to work out in that early morning period when it's still dark. But saying that, I usually recommend the early morning to most women because then you get it out the way, done for the day, and you can move on with the rest of your day. Because the most common thing I hear from women is, I don't feel motivated, I feel tired at the end of the day, or I don't have time. So therefore, if we just get this workout done at the beginning of the day, you can move on with the rest of the day. And then I also find that you make better decisions throughout the day when you've started your day right. But perhaps you're someone who you're like, no, the morning is not going to happen for me. I am not a morning person. I'm more of a night owl. Then you might want to sleep a little bit later in the morning and then go after work to the gym. Now there's downsides to that as well. Maybe the gym's going to be more busy, or maybe you're going to be tired after work and sometimes less likely to actually do the workout. But if that works for you, that works for you. So my answer is always find out what works best for you. If you're still a bit confused, do it in the morning, get it done for the day, then you are set up and ready to go. Okay, so the second question that I get asked a lot is, should I eat before or after a workout? So there's benefits to both, okay? So eating before a workout makes sure that we've got lots of lovely energy to use, so we have a really powerful session, we get lots of work done, and you actually get more done in your session and have more benefit from that session. So I know we can get in the trap of thinking, but if I work out on an empty stomach, I'm going to use up the energy that I've already got stored, and surely that's better. But if you have a lackluster workout, it's not going to work for you in the long term. And we want to think about our workouts, training our body for the long term, rather than just burning calories in that moment. We want to train our body so that we are burning calories over time by building muscle and having muscle on our body than just burning calories in that workout. And if you're properly fueled, you'll get more work done and you'll burn more calories, you'll have more energy, okay? Then we also want to eat after a workout. So we want to refuel our body so that we recover, so our muscles recover. Now, what are we going to eat? It's really important to have glycogen and protein. So basically carbohydrates, like a fast-acting carbohydrates is pretty good, and protein. So something like a protein shake with some fruit in it, or some fruit and some nuts, would be great to have after a workout. Refuel your muscles and make sure that you are on the recovery train. Why do we want to recover? So that we can work out again. You definitely want to eat before your workout, but leaving at least half an hour before you train so you don't get any digestive discomfort or that you puke, which is awful. And then you want to eat within 2 hours after your workout. That can be just your normal meal with containing protein and carbohydrates, or you can make some kind of shake or have some kind of dried fruit and nuts. All right, the third most common question that I get asked is, will lifting weights make me bulky? And I'm sure that you've seen lots of fitness women with big, beautiful muscles and they look incredible. And you're like, hold on, they're doing a lot of the similar exercises that I'm doing. So if I'm doing all these bicep curls, and my bicep's gonna look like her. And for some people, we wanna look that muscular, and some people, that's not your desire. You can look however you bloody hell want to look. But lifting weights will not make you bulky. So these women who have these beautiful, strong, big muscles have been building that up over years and years and years. I tell you now, you have to work really hard to build up some muscle. So not only have they been training for years and progressing to heavier and heavier weights, they probably train multiple times, definitely multiple times a week, maybe multiple times a day. Their nutrition is on point and they are eating in a calorie surplus, which means they're eating more calories than they need on just a day-to-day basis if they don't do anything, because they need those extra calories to build that muscle. Literally everything has to be on point, and you have to do this consistently for years and years to build this amount of muscle. It's not easy. You are not going to go to a pump class once a week or come and do something like my Sweat It Bootcamp and by the end of the 6 weeks be looking like a bodybuilder. You have to put in consistent work over a really long period of time to create that physique, okay? So basically, yes, you're doing some of the same moves that a bodybuilder would be doing, but you are building muscle. Our intention is for you to build muscle, but it's not going to happen overnight. That's what I'm trying to say. So there becomes a point where you're like, okay, I've built some muscle now, which means you're looking toned because you're burning fat and you're building muscle. You're like, I like the way I look now. Then we can go into maintenance mode. There's no need for you to build any more muscle on top of what you already have. So you start to bring your workouts down a little bit. Maybe you can add in some different types of training and you maintain the muscle you've created without building any more muscle. Now, if you're on a weight loss journey, you're of course going to be in a calorie deficit. So in that respect, we're still building muscle, but we're not at the optimum point of building muscle because we've not got you in a calorie surplus, okay? Because we want to bring that fat store down. So there's lots of factors that go into building muscle, but I promise you, by picking up some weights, you are going to look toned, you're going to burn fat, and you're going to feel freaking awesome. You are not going to look like a bodybuilder in a month, 6 months of training. Question number 4, and I get this a lot from my clients because they're always surprised when they first come in, is do I have to eat all these calories you've set me? Or why do I have to eat so many calories? Wouldn't it be best if I just ate like 1,200 calories, or MyFitnessPal's telling me to eat 1,100 calories and I'll lose this amount of weight in this amount of time? Why don't I just do that? Now, I want you to eat as much as you possibly can while still losing weight. So we need to monitor that you are actually losing weight, and we need to monitor how much you're eating, because I want you to eat as much as you can whilst achieving the body you want. What is the point in starving yourself and losing weight really fast, but you can't maintain those calories? Because as soon as you start eating again, you're going to put the weight back on. Now, if I'm eating 1,100 calories a day, I'm going to be so blooming starving that even if I sniff a piece of chocolate cake, I'm going to eat the whole thing. You're so much more likely to break your diet if you're hungry. So let's make sure you're not hungry. Let's eat the maximum calories possible whilst you are still losing weight, so that you are not hungry, not going insane, and you can actually stick to this new lifestyle. That's the whole thing we want, right? What the hell is the point in losing weight 1 month and then putting weight on again the next month? It's completely insane. I don't know why we do this. Then the other reason why you need to eat the most amount of calories that you possibly can while still losing weight is that we want you to build lean muscle. So we talked about this a bit earlier on. We want you to build lean muscle, and to build that lean muscle, you need calories, energy for your workouts and for muscle repair, for those muscles to grow. Why do we want you to build lean muscle and protect as much lean muscle as you've got? So that you become a calorie burning powerhouse. Your body, if it has minimal muscle and a lot more fat, on a day-to-day basis, when you're not kind of doing anything, just going about your normal life, you are burning less calories than if your body is made more of muscle and less fat. So muscles burn more calories than fat on a day-to-day basis. So we want your body to be made up of more muscle and less fat. That creates the toned look. Build muscle, burn fat, look toned, okay? Then we need to fuel our bodies to do this. It's so, so important, and it is the key to long-term results and long-term weight loss. You need to have a lean, strong physique. You can lose weight by going on a boiled egg and lettuce diet, and because your calories are so low from going on that diet, you will lose weight, I promise you. You will lose weight really, really fast. As soon as you go back to eating like a normal human being, you'll gain that weight again. And you've got no muscle built, no muscle created. You could even gain more weight because you overeat, because you've eaten all the foods that you've missed. And then you feel a bit upset because you've kind of broken your diet and you feel guilty, so you end up binging a bit more. And this just leads to a cycle, yo-yo dieting, guilt binge cycle, and it's a blooming disaster. So the way I work, and the way I wish every health and fitness professional worked, and the way all the good ones work, is that you should eat as many calories as you can to still lose weight, still get results, lose fat, build muscle, enjoy your food, manage to stay on your diet because it's not too restricted. Boom. And that's the answer to that. Okay, the fifth and final question I have on this list, and there is a lot more, so let me know if you want me to do another one of these videos, and if you have questions, put them in the comments and I will answer them. But the fifth and final question I have for today is, how do I lose belly fat fast? So that's two questions really. So first of all, anything fast makes it slower in the long run. So just as I answered in the last question, if you want to lose weight fast, drastically reduce your calories. Then what happens after that? You have to start eating again, you gain weight again, and in the long term, it's not fast. It's taken you years and years and years to get out of the cycle of starving yourself, overeating, and that's not fast. So we have to stop thinking fast. How long did it take you to put that belly fat on? How long is it going to take you to build the habits that are going to help you remove it, learn about nutrition that are going to help you remove it, and sustain this in a continuous fashion so that we're not yo-yoing, okay? So we never talk about fast weight loss. There is no such thing as fast weight loss, okay? Now, there's efficient weight loss and there's non-efficient weight loss, but not fast. Now, when it comes to belly fat, instinctively, intuitively, and it's wrong, when we think about belly fat, we think, oh, I'm going to start doing loads of ab work. I want to train my abs because my belly is really flabby and fat. If you work your abs loads, quite a small muscle in your body in comparison to like your leg muscles and your back muscles, they're not burning as much calories at work or at rest than those big muscles. The fat stores that you have on your tummy are not really getting used up. Those calories, the energy that's stored in those fat stores, it's not getting used up by doing crunches. You might have a really strong six-pack underneath, but the fat will still be there. So we need to train the body as a whole, okay? Using those big leg muscles, big back muscles, chest muscles, everything. As I said, you want to become this calorie burning powerhouse. So you want to lift some weights, you want to add in some HIIT training, you want to make sure that you are doing everything you can to train your body as a whole and watch that belly fat melt away, I promise you. There are, of course, other factors. Nutrition is so key. You've heard the phrase, abs are made in the kitchen. That is obviously not literal, because abs are made by training, but abs are revealed in the kitchen because when your nutrition is on point and you are in a calorie deficit, making sure you're using up those fat stores, then we start to reveal your abs underneath and your belly fat goes. You need to manage your stress. Your hormonal response to stress makes you have even more belly fat. So we need to manage our stress. We need to manage our sleep, good quality sleep, manage our hydration. All of these factors come into play when it comes to belly fat. Good training, good nutrition, manage your stress, and good lifestyle factors. So less alcohol, less sugar, all the things you don't want me to say. I know you want me to say there's some fruit in the deep dark rainforest that gets rid of belly fat, but there's not. So all of this gets rid of belly fat. And along that way, you're going to have to work on your habits, your behaviors that are ingrained in you, and all of these things that are going to be able to help you sustain your new lifestyle of training and nutrition and everything that's going to get rid of belly fat. Those are the answers to my most frequently asked questions as a personal trainer. Pop in the comments if you've got any more questions you want me to ask. If you want me to do another one of these podcasts, I am more than happy to. Make sure that you like and subscribe and tell all your friends and family and send this link to everyone that needs to hear it. And if anyone ever says to you, is it better to work out in the morning or at night? You send them this podcast, because now you know, all right? I hope you have a blooming fabulous day. Links to all the programs that you can join with me and how to work with me and all of that jazz in the description. And I hope you have a great day.